Ladies and gents and the rest, today we're going to be talking about PvP, high-level PvP, what units you need, where you can screw the system. We're going to talk about all the disadvantages that this game has and how to use them in order to get expensive stuff for cheap or free. And how to prepare for high-level PvP if it's possible at all and shit like that. Probably a terrible intro, but there's a lot of things to say. I just don't know how to start that. Basically, here is how PvP works. Let's go to PvP section. We have modifiers that change every week, right? Which means every week some units should be in demand, some other units should not be in demand. So the system is built the way that you will need all the units as high level as possible to be competitive in this game. But because Blizzard is bad at being bad, just like at everything else, it doesn't work this way. The way it works is you need around 20 units that will cover most of these modifiers, and if you have them very high level, that's all you need. So we have 62 units and I believe 18 heroes. You will only need 4 heroes and like 16 units, maybe a bit more, but you only need 4 heroes. What do you need to have in order to feel comfortable playing PvP at any level? Like to be able to get 20k, assuming you have skills, right? What do you need? You need the deck full of level 10s in PvP. Let's find the cheapest way to get the deck full of 10s. All right, here's what we have. So the way it works is the system takes the level of your unit, rounds it up, and gives you the level of PvP when you start playing PvP with this unit, right? In other words, in order to get level 10, your unit has to be minimum level 28. We need to find the way to get level 28 the cheapest way possible, right? That is the idea. And if you have level 29 or 30, you will still be level 10 only, which means we don't need a level 30 right now. We only talk about level 28. Take a look at this shaman. This shaman is level 28. This slot is Valored as well. As you can see, it's this blue-purple color. So this is plus, comparing to this golden slot, it gives you +1, right? So this is 28, which means if we remove this Valor upgrade, it would be level 27. Obviously, it's a boost slot. So what do we need to get level 27? We need to upgrade this shaman to blue quality. This is blue only. And get the maximum levels, all the levels that you can get for experience, right? We don't need to make it epic. We're trying to get the level 10 the cheapest way. This is what we're trying to do. So that is thing number one that you need to know. You don't need epic units to be level 28 in PvP. And I will explain to you why you will need to get the levels for experience anyway. All right, since we need maximum levels on each unit to be able to get level 10s, how do we farm experience? Here's how we farm experience. First of all, for those who don't know still, you can farm 50,000 experience per day. That's the cap. I'm not counting tomes of experience. I'm talking about the experience that you get for activities like PvP and PvE. Tomes of experience don't have any caps, so everything that you get outside of just farming experience by hand is yours. It's not capped. How do you farm this 50k every day? Well, the best way we know so far is you fill up the deck with the units that you need. I know. After that, you go PvP. Once you feel like you start losing games, you just PvP and AFK. You lose games and you drop your rating to as low as possible, and then you start PvPing again. For those who don't know, up until either 3,000 honor or 3,500 honor, you play against bots most of the time. So it's super easy. It's time consuming, but it's easy. So when you beat somebody in PvP, the quests here reset. If they're green, they reset and they have a chance to become either purple or epic. Or blue. you do those quests because they will not reset until you do the purple or blue quest. That gives you 900 experience, well, whatever your collection level is. By the way, speaking of collection level, I used to tell people that you need to level up to get as many levels as possible to up your collection level to start getting more experience for your activities. But it turns out that the experience increase per collection level is so meaningless, so it's not worth it. And on top of that, you will get your level 50 collection level just by upgrading the units that I told you about. I mean, that I'm going to show you. I haven't shown it to you yet. So don't worry about the collection level. Okay, one more time. You fill up the decks with the units that we'll take a look at the end, and you just start farming like that. That is how you do it. There is no other way. If there is, I'll let you know, but that is how it's done. 50K per day is 1.5 million experience per month. By the way, this deck was farmed exactly like that. So I have all of this. I use Sneed because I don't play Sneed. Sneed is not usable in high level PvP. That's why I'm able to to drop my rating back and forth. So that's why I use Sneed. You don't need to use Sneed. That is how it's done. It's absolutely possible. You just need to find a way to AFK games while you're at work or while you're doing something else. Okay, now we know how to farm properly. Let's take a look at the units that you will need, and there is a lot to talk about there. Okay, here's what we have. I hope I'm small enough and you can see everything. Just in case, I'm gonna go like this. Pause it. Take a screenshot if you want. Okay, that's enough. Now keep looking at me. All right. So these units and heroes, they cover pretty much 90% of the modifiers. I don't care about Heroes Resolve. It's a piece of shit that I hate, and you should hate it too. So we're not going to be focused on that. If you see Heroes Resolve, like there are going to be modifiers where when you will not have tools to play with those modifiers, like Heroes Resolve. For example, the alpha male of Heroes Resolve is Hogger. We don't have Hogger here because we don't need Hogger. We don't need to bust our ass, spend some time, tons of time, a lot of resources on the Hogger who will be king of the ring for like 3 weeks per cycle. We don't need that, right? That's why I included the units that are always in demand or in demand in 99% of cases. As you can see, we only need 4 heroes, one Emperor, Jaina, Baron, and Rend to cover most of the modifiers. Now, all of these units and heroes must be level 28. Don't forget the formula. Maximum level, maximum experience level, and blue quality, and obviously Valor decks. So you spend Valor on these 4 heroes only. That's easy to understand. Now, this top group is in this orange frame. What does that mean? That means that these units must be your first legendaries. Their order is random. It doesn't mean that Rend has to be first and the Witch Doctor second. I tried to come up with an order for this. Deep Breath, we'll talk about it at the end. Don't worry about it. I have some solution for you. So there is no order, like I said. Because as soon as I come up with order, I'm like, no, but this can go differently. This must be first. And that must be first. And then, okay, I spent 20 minutes trying to come up with what's more important. It turns out that just by the time you get to upgrading your first unit to legendary quality, you will kind of have an idea of what you want the most yourself, as long as it's this group of units, right? Now, why do these units have to be legendary, and these meta units as well don't need to be legendaries? Let's take a look at this bottom part first. Emperor and Jaina, if they're level 10 or level 11, it makes almost no difference. Like I said, we don't care about Heroes Resolve. So their presence is what we need on the map. And Jaina, if Jaina level 10 can be one-shot by something, Jaina level 11 will be one-shot by the same thing with 99% chance. Shaman, its healing is going to be increased. Ancient of War, so Shaman, yeah, its healing is going to be increased, which doesn't make much of a difference. Ancient of War, I've lost games to the guy with the Ancient of War level 7. So level 10 Ancient of War is more than enough. A polymorph only increases the duration. It doesn't increase the power of polymorph. And the power of polymorph is 200% damage, 200% extra damage from elemental attacks, right? Whelp, same thing. Level 10 is more than enough. And Prowler, the exact same thing. Level 10 is a lot. It doesn't make much of a difference if you're level 11. Now, the top group. Here's what happens. If your rend is level 10, it gets Griffon Rider level 11 can 2-hit your rend. So it does 2 hits and rend drops on the ground, and then the Griffon Rider starts attacking rend. Okay? If you're level 11, this thing is not going to happen. So in high level PvP, having the level 11 is very important. And it's expensive because remember, you are blue. In order to have that 1 level increase in PvP, you will have to upgrade your unit to epic quality and legendary quality, which by the way means that you don't upgrade units to epic unless you have the enough resources to make it legendary right away. That's the most efficient way to do it. Obviously, you can, if you have a lot of resources and you don't have legendary cores, and you know you're not going to have legendary cores, you can upgrade things to epic. It doesn't matter. But ideally, you should upgrade units to legendary right away. So your rend is level 28 blue. You make him epic and you make him legendary right away. That makes your rend level 11 from level 10. It's a lot of work and a lot of resources, but that makes a difference. In this case, this is not going to make a difference. All right? Witch Doctor, same thing. Witch Doctor level 10 survives Griffon Rider. That doesn't survive, sorry. Witch Doctor level 11 kills Murlocs that come from Murkai quicker. It doesn't die. Level 10 dies. Harvest Golem, one of the probably the best tank in the game in terms of tanking per gold value. So for those who don't know, you have to kill it twice, right? All the time. So it has double HP pool, and if you use stun talent, for example, you increase the duration of that stun as well if it's higher level. So Harvest Golem, it's like one of the best units to pair with the Emperor, and if the tougher it is, the stronger overall your deck is going to be. This means a lot. So that must be legendary as well. Griffon Rider, we just talked about it. Griffon Rider level 11, 2 hits the Drake. Griffon Rider level 10 doesn't. So just imagine the situation. You throw your level 10 rend, just 6 gold. And the opponent, all he has to do is just throw level 11 Griffon Rider that costs 2 gold. And now you have to spend more gold to protect your 6 gold rend. That's how dangerous this Griffon becomes if it's 1 level higher. It changes the situation completely. And at the high level PvP, all these small things matter a lot. That's what we need legendaries for. Unfortunately, Blizzard made things right in this case, and that 1 level increase that people think is meaningless is not meaningless. It's very, very important. Deep Breath, same thing. Level 11 Deep Breath and level 11 Execute combined with Jaina, one-shot towers. I believe you can one-shot level 10 tower if you have these two spells level 11 and you combine it with Jaina. You can one-shot the tower and you can pretty much delete the whole room. The whole screen. So what happens is usually you deploy Jaina and you wait until a lot of units gather together. Then you execute them. Ideally, you have to hit the tower, and then you deep breath that and you hit the tower. Make sure you hit the tower as well. What happens on the screen is everything dies and you take the tower. And the opponent, that's pretty much Jaina is the easiest to hit the 7,000 honor with. If you have these 2 spells. These 2 spells almost come with Jaina almost in every single modifier. So Execute and Deep Breath must be legendaries. Murlocs, same thing. Murlocs level 11 kill things that they can't kill if they're level 10. I just don't remember. Chain lightning. Chain lightning is just, I was told by Kim in our interview, by the way, I didn't know that. Chain lightning level 11 one-shots Murkai, which means if Murkai is in the meta and you have this level 11, that automatically makes you a winner against Murkais. Because, like Kim said, who the fuck would have level 11 Murkai? And he is absolutely right. I rarely see this level 11s. All right. Harpies, same thing. Harpies level 10 cannot survive Chain Lightning level 11, but Harpies level 11 survive all those things. Baron. Baron is very important to have level 11 because that gives you level 11 skeletons. And level 11 skeletons, you all know how it works, especially with Dragon Towers. They just attack everything and do a lot of damage, and they slow things, and they just can win the game. If both players AFK, sometimes you drop in the rating to level up your Baron. And if you're AFK and your opponent is AFK, you win the game. That's how strong the skeletons are. Must be level 11. Don't even argue. I know you're not gonna argue. I'm just trying to be, and the Quill War, it's the most used unit in the game. It gives him extra HP, and he would have to take one more hit from Drakisat if you upgrade him to legendary. So that allows you to, that means a lot in high level PvP. Right now, I believe you understand the idea of why we need all these things. Now let's talk about deep breath. All right. Deep breath. To get deep breath, you will need Onyxia. And deep breath kind of determines if you're qualified to do PvP at all or not. Why? Because if you can't kill Onyxia, that means you're either not high level enough or you're not skilled enough. You must have Onyxia killed before you start doing serious PvP. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do PvP at all, right? Just climb as high as you can and then stop. Here's what I found. This skill was made, right now it's August the 13th. This skill was made like a month ago after all the new changes. So this is the last version of Onyxia where she has... Oh, let me just stop it. I will put this link of this skill in the description below, so you could take a look at it yourself, but we'll go through it real quick. I'm just going to show you the levels. We're not going to go through the whole thing. Also, I will put, if you are like beginners in this game, I will put the playlist with every single talent video demonstrated in this game as well, if you're completely clueless. Okay, so because if you follow this strategy, you will only have 2 talents out of 3, right? It's going to be blue quality, so you will need to pick right talents. So I will show you all the right talents in that playlist. Sorry, I'm changing the subject all the time. In order to do PvE, you can use the exact same units that I showed you, those PvP units, for everything. All you have to do, like the way you do PvE in this game, it's super level sensitive, which means if you have levels, you one-shot everything. So instead of trying to do PvE, you just one-shot everything that you can one-shot. And as soon as you don't have enough levels, you stop doing PvE, you go and do farm experience. You need to farm, you will need this experience anyway. Whether you're whale or free-to-play player, if you want to play at the high level, you will need this experience. So what you do every day in this game, you farm experience. When you are high level enough and you can one-shot PvE encounters, you go and do PvE. That's how you do it. Onyxia is going to be the only exception. So let's go back to Onyxia. For Onyxia, as you can see, some of the units that this guy is using here, let's take a look. Bandits obviously are important, but they don't need to be high level. Just blue quality, 2 talents is enough. Don't even need a level, like maximum level. So Pyromancer is something that we don't have in our in that red picture with units, right? So Pyromancer would have to be leveled outside of that thing. Pyromancer, Drake, Skeletons, Drakisat, and that's pretty much it. So what you do, like I said, this is an exception. You take Drakisat, you fill them up with the units that you see on the screen. You will go through this video and you will see. And you start farming levels the exact same way, because you shouldn't spend a lot of gold resources on this deck. You only need this deck for one purpose, to kill Onyxia, and then you will never use Pyromancer anymore. You will never use Drakisat. So don't invest into them too much. Blue quality, level them up. They're going to be level 27s. Don't upgrade this deck with Valor, for fuck's sakes, never. Don't use any upgrades. Just make it gold. Just do the dungeons. Dungeons, by the way, you use the exact same units. If they're high level enough, you use the PvP units. You one-shot dungeons same way. Farm experience on this deck until you get enough levels to kill Onyxia. This is 24.7 average. You will see that the shaman is in the boost slot, obviously. Everything else is just level 25. I don't know if he uses Valor or he farmed this level 25. I don't know. But the idea is this is the lowest and a very legit kill. The lowest level that I know, and this is the newest kill that I know. I hope it wasn't too complicated, because I always, when I say something, I want to say some like 3 other things at the same time. If you can't kill Onyxia with this level 25s, you can always just farm more and more levels and then kill Onyxia. The higher levels that you have, the easier the encounter is going to be. Again, if you go this way, it's not going to be fun, but it's going to be extremely efficient. That's all.